The opponent in front of me was twice my age, but the sheer size of him would easily outmatch me any day. I struck the left mitt with a quick jab, then sidestepped, followed by another jab with my other hand. I continued these in succession, switching targets and increasing the power of my strike. The rhythm of my punches pulled me into the zone, no longer aware of anything around me. "Wren!" I jumped from the break of my concentration and looked up at his coach, already drenched in sweat and breathing heavy. I didn't mean to go as long as I did, or as hard as I did. "Stop blanking out on me when I call you, boy," he growled, tossing the mitts off to the side. He handed me a towel hanging from the ropes at the edge of the training ring, still wet on the edges from my last wipe down. I didn't doubt I'd need a second towel within the hour, with how much I was pushing. "Sorry, boss," I shrugged. "Maybe you need to retire and let us actual fighters take over the training. Don't have to worry about breaking your back from my next punch, either." The trainer turned red and stepped out of the ring, to my dismay. Even with his back turned, I knew he was mumbling curses in my direction. He'd come back and make me do drills once he could form a proper sentence again. I leaned over the ropes, reaching for my water jug on the edge. The cold, refreshing taste built back some of my strength. Still, I'd feel it tomorrow. For now, I needed to push as much as I could. I needed to get better. I looked over at one of the other fighters focusing his drills on the punching bag. Basic footwork and movements. Slow. Perhaps good for in the ring with other amateurs. But if he tried to experience life the way I did, he'd die. There was no time to focus on form when you needed power behind your hits. "There's someone on the phone for you, Wren," someone called from the front counter. I groaned and clambered out from the ring, strutting into the other room. "More fangirls?" I smirked. The man behind the counter shrugged and handed me the phone receiver. It's still weird to hold one of these older phones after using a smartphone for so much of my life. Even when you're poor, there's always a knockoff smartphone you can get from some dude on the corner. "This is You fucking asshole!" The high-pitched screech forced me to pull the receiver a few inches away. "You said you were hanging out with one of your friends last night, and I find out your so-called friend is some bitch?" "Babe, Don't you start!"